Hello again, traders. Right, just a really quick video before I rush out the door and hopefully avoid getting rained on. But I couldn't help but notice this. I didn't take the trade. I've been distracted with Twitter and watching Raja's videos. As you'll know if you follow my Twitter every day, I'm absolutely blown away by how his stuff integrates with what I do. As I said in the previous video, if you take a break from stuff, it's amazing how when you go back to it, you actually see all sorts of new penny drop moments, eureka moments, light bulbs, whatever. And just looking at this, and the reason I also wasn't really worried about catching a trade that I mentioned I might do according to the Rajabanks time frame, as it were, after the gold H4, which was roughly about here, I think. Let's have a look. It should be, yeah, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock on in the UK time, 1 o'clock on my charts, 1300, because of the broker times. But as you can see, I preempted the H4 reversal. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I might as well. Big old candle on the H4 there, and you know what often happens is I see the move has already happened. The wick has been created, as it were, before the H4 closes. So it works the same way on H1 and M30 and all these what I call a wick formation trade. So in other words, you saw the candle actually peaked up here, there was no wick, and you can possibly get a reversal using all the rules that we employ. Oops, sorry about that. I had to take a delivery. I've lost my thread a little bit. So let me get back to the lower time frame and see if I can get my head around what I was going to talk about. Just 1 minute. Yes, it was this reversal here. So got the H4 preemptive short, and if you're on my Twitter feed, you'll know I'm really learning so much from Raja's stuff that is complementary to what I do, and it is just mind-blowing actually. And what we can see here is the pullback to test old levels. You know, it's coincidental that we've got a 3CR supply and demand level there, and price is bouncing off of it all the way through here. And then we've got Raja's sort of reversal candle. Now this is an M15 chart, so he wouldn't get involved in that. And you know, Raja does his stuff on M30. It's important to say this. He does his stuff on M30. I'm certain he does it because it simplifies things in the trading room. Just stick to one time frame. Obviously, I can't unlearn what I know about multi-time frame analysis and whatnot. So we've got a clear bullish candle. It hasn't broken the high, so it wouldn't really be Raja's thing at all. But if we put another vertical on that, and I haven't checked this, so I'm not really sure what's going on internally, but it just caught my eye before I intended to shoot out. We can see we've got clear RSI histo volume. It isn't the greatest you know, entry via regarding Raja's rules, or in fact really my 3CR rules. But as I've always said, 3CR, if you haven't got one down, then you don't have to wait for this one up. So whereas we would be possibly considering entering after the 3CR here, it's something I don't mention that often, but the valid, true, old-fashioned 3CR would have been this level here. In fact, it has 3CR down. I do apologise. So based on the rules, I said I hadn't checked it. Based on the rules, this candle 3CR down below the low of that one. That would be my Rebel 3CR settings. Let's have a look at what they are and change them while I think of it. What have we got? Tracking or reversals true, only show initial reversal. We could have that ticked as true, and we may now have the correct level. No, we haven't, so I need to change it again. Sorry about this. This was meant to be a very fast video, which turned out not to be. So tab bars, merge, and we'll get rid of that one. I bet Aaron's having a right laugh at me about this. I don't even know how to use my own indicators. Let's get the inner reversal gone too, and see what that does. There we are, there's the original one. So that's the outer reversal. We've got this up reversal as well, so probably best to have it set to those settings. But having said that, we've got this bullish candle, so let's have a look at that on the 5 minute. And the 5 minute now, we've got a nice 3CR there, and and it doesn't look back. So based on what Raja does, we should be able to, and this is the point of studying his stuff recently, we should be able to now have a stop loss below that bullish confirmation candle, the bullish 3CR candle, and as you can see there is absolute, and trade the break of the high. That's what Raja would suggest doing. So it's a, you know, as I said in the previous video, screen time, you have to watch these things yourself, you know. Put Aaron's indicator on there, watch all the different settings, you know, play with the settings, study Raja's stuff, because it is fantastic and it complements what I do perfectly, gets us into trades a little bit earlier, which is the point of this video really, and makes you think about what the candles are telling you. So one thing I have sort of noticed but not really talked about is the importance of being open, keeping an open mind, flexibility, you know. All these different methods, ICT, the strat, I don't really know many others, but candlestick methods, 3CR obviously, you can get overwhelmed by rules and specifics. The 2B reversals one as well, you know. Don't count the candles, it's about the pattern. You know, be a little bit flexible with levels and things, although it taught me a lot by understanding Vic Sperandio's precise highs and lows that price had to break and test. But always keep an open mind. You know, I say you continually learn. I personally learn something almost every single day. So and it's not I don't know what the word is, it's not overkill, it's not you know, too much stuff, as it were. I don't think you can know too much information about trading and charts. It's just a natural curiosity and a natural most traders I know are like this. It's just a natural way to improve what you do, and you know, wicks don't lie, 3CRs, the strat. I haven't studied ICT, but all these different methods, you can keep an open mind, and you will possibly find better ways to trade. So anyway, that's that. You know, if there's one thing to take away from what Raja does, it's how his stops coincide with the 3CR. You know, his bullish confirmation candle, based on the reversal, the bounce as it were, and the break of the high, is identical to where I tell you to put the 3CR stops, which is, I used to say behind swing 2, but it's the same. Swing 2 is the same as behind the 3CR. It would have been a lot easier. Someone pointed that out to me on my Twitter feed. You will know who you are, I'm sure, and it makes life simpler. Stops behind a 3CR candle, and as you can see, minimal stops, impulse, massive power move as it were, and you know, you should be good to go. And Raja's got some great ideas about previous targets. I used to do all the target stuff, but to be honest with you, people ask me all the time. I just trade, I'm a scalper, I just trade to where I know price will stall. Supply above, demand below, any level that I know price will stall, I'll take my profits, providing it's a sensible distance from my entry. Okay, and I call a sensible distance anywhere between well, I've taken 3, 4, 5 pip trades. Naughty, I know, but anywhere around between 5 and 15 pips, depending on what pair you're trading, is a good enough target for me. And these stops are tiny, minuscule. That stop from the high to the low, obviously it's easy to tell, it's just the candle distance. So from the high to there, it's a 12 pip stop. And the ultimate target for this particular move was 37 pips. So if you're a bit more aggressive and ambitious than me, then you can capitalize on these moves, or you can use trailing stops, or you can use break even, or whatever. So many methods. Once again, screen time is the way to work out your strategy, work out your own method, work out your own system, as it were. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.